Hello, folks. My name is Michael Vandeburg. I am the author of Why Marijuana is Legal in America. And I want to discuss, why you need to give the police, judges, juries, DAs, everybody out there in the legal system, that you need to give them something to hang their hat on legally. I mean, that's the purpose of starting out with my affidavit of marijuana rights or my affidavit of drug rights. I mean, it gives you a starting place to legally hang, for people to hang their hat on. Like the police need to have a reason why to drop the charges. And if you point out to them that in 7851 that all rights can be claimed and enforced in the 39 statutes, and then you go ahead and point to the other statutes where Congress created the right to be an illegal user and so forth, that all these things are basically hat racks. It gives the police something to hang their hat on to drop the charges. It gives a judge something to hang his hat on to drop the charges, to release you, or and so forth. Or if it go worst case, it gives the jury something to hang their hat on whenever they find you innocent. I mean, that's the purpose of reading the book, learning these rights, and enforcing them, making everybody aware that you know your rights, you're not going to back down. I mean, everybody throughout the legal system has to have something to legally hang their hat on. And that is the purpose of the affidavit, is a basic starting place for everyone to hang their hat on. And from there, if it proceeds further, that you can, in all your legal writings and everything, that you would assert those rights throughout it. I mean, it's a starting place for everyone to have something to hang their hat on. That is the purpose of knowing your rights and enforcing them legally. But you also need to realize that there are three phases that everything goes through. And I'll read this quote real quick. All truth passes through three stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. And third, it is accepted as self-evident. As Arthur Schopenhauer, a German philosopher, 1788 through 1860. And you need to realize that, yes, there will be a phase that has to go through, three phases, in order to get this to become self-evident. That's why everybody needs to study and learn these rights and give legally everyone something to hang their hat on legally. And I think that's what the purpose of all these YouTubes are, is to give people the knowledge and the education to be able to apply these things and give everyone a place to hang their hat on legally. That way, all judges have something to back up their decisions, juries have something to back up their decision, and police have something to back up their decision to drop the charges. I mean, until you start seeing if these things will allow a person to hang their hat on, then you don't know. You may be sitting there at home depressed, broke. You've given all your money to an attorney, but you need to, if you actually use an attorney to try to get them to use these rights, you need to put it in writing that they are going to use this. And if they back out using this defense, that that they have to pay you 100% refund, or maybe even have something in there where they got to give you a penalty on top of it. Because I have had a person in the past that had an attorney, and I was going to testify on his behalf, and at the last second, he gave him $15,000. It was up in Hillsboro or Portland area in Oregon, and he backed out at the very last second and would not give him his money back, his $15,000. So he scrambled around to try to find another attorney, and yes, he found another attorney, but there was a conflict in his schedule. He had another trial on the same date as his. So what happened? The judge would not even allow him a public defender to help him. So he's sitting there in court with no one to assist him. No, nothing. That is our legal system. That's why you need to get educated and know how to speak up, know these rights, know how to defend yourself legally. Otherwise, I mean, if you're depending on attorneys and all that, I mean, you're going to wind up broke and probably in jail to boot. So I hope this is very educational to you, and I hope that you will learn these things and start giving everybody, the police, judges, DA, juries, everyone out there, someplace to hang their hat on. Thank you, and God bless.